If you love the Grinch, don't miss this video. I've got 5 DIY Grinch ideas I'm sharing, starting with these adorable Grinch shoes. I'm using plain black canvas shoes, Grinch fabric, and fabric Mod Podge. The first thing I'm gonna do is show you how to make a pattern of your shoe. And for this, I use wax paper, and I'm going to wrap it around the shoe. I'm using the back side of it as like a handle. You can see there, I've wrapped it all the way around and I have a little handle there. Then I'm tracing off the shoe with a pencil just to get that exact shape. And this is the easiest and fastest way to make a pattern of your shoe. I always cut it out and give it a little test. Sometimes I have to do this twice. What I love about the wax paper is it really allows you to pinpoint the exact image on your fabric that you want to highlight. Because the wax paper is transparent, it's really easy to see what part of the fabric you're going to be using. Now I'm just going to double check and make sure that my fabric fits. For this, you don't want to use regular Mod Podge. This is a specific formula for fabric. It dries very durable. In addition, it dries with some flexibility, so your fabric isn't going to pop off of your shoe. You're going to go ahead and peel that up and place it right onto the toe area of your shoe. At this point, I make sure I have pretty clean hands, and I'm going in and pushing it down on all the edges and corners and trying to smooth out any wrinkles with my hands. I'm going to make another pattern for the back side. Go ahead and cut that little piece out. You can cover the entire shoe, or you can just do little pieces like I'm doing here. It's really just a design decision. Now I've got my 2 pieces down. Gonna go ahead and do my other shoe, because of course we're gonna need a pair. You can trim up as you go. All right, now let's finish these off. I'm doing a top coat of Mod Podge there. That's that fabric formula. That's gonna seal down all of your fabric and make it very durable. Now I'm adding some extreme glitter Mod Podge, and I'm gonna add some gems. I'm using these red ones, and you can go ahead and use that same fabric formula to attach them. If you had jewel glue that you love, you could use that jewel glue too. Now to finish them off, I'm going to attach some of this trim along the different edges, and that will clean it up and give it a really polished look. And there, I'm just gluing that down with the fabric Mod Podge again. The fabric Mod Podge is fabric to fabric, so it's going to work with all of your different fabric ribbons and things like that. It's one of my very favorite formulas because it's so easy to work with. Plus, look at all these cute fabrics. I just love how these turned out so adorable. Now I did these Grinch, but you could do them for any season. Okay, let's do a Dollar Tree makeover now. Now I'm doing this Grinch hot cocoa basket. I'm starting with one of those classic Dollar Tree sleigh baskets. That's a plastic basket. And I'm doing napkin decoupage on this today with these Grinch napkins. Now the first step is that I'm gonna go ahead and paint my plastic sleigh bucket. I don't know what you call this, sleigh bucket, with Folk Art Home Decor chalk paint. This is going to act sort of as a primer, I would say. So I'm going to go ahead and put that everywhere where I'm going to put the napkin down. This will help the napkin stick to the plastic, but it also makes it so that the napkin colors really pop through. For the napkin decoupage, I'm separating the plies of the napkin. I'm only using the top printed ply. This is just water here. I'm gonna do a feathered edge technique, and this is really great when you wanna blend your graphic from your napkin into your design. So I'm just painting the water around the edge, and then I'm gonna gently tear it, and that will create a very small feathered edge. And once it's decoupaged down, it'll be barely noticeable. So I've got all of my pieces that I wanna use, and for this project, I'm using Mod Podge Satin. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the Mod Podge, and then I'm placing my napkin piece down. I'm just smoothing with my fingers to remove any of the wrinkles and just pressing that down on all of those little edges. You can go in with your brush and add a little bit more Mod Podge if you want. We will top coat the whole thing, so you don't need to worry about top coating right now. Just go ahead and get all of your different graphics down. Again, I'm using this Grinch napkin because I thought it was so cute, but you can use any kind of napkin that you want here. The whole trick is making sure that you have that light background with the chalk paint down first. Go ahead and get him all glued down. You can trim off the edge. For this, I'm only doing the front of the basket, but you could do the whole basket if you wanted to. Now I'm top coating with more. I'm going to layer this up a few different times, and once it's completely dry, that will look completely solid, like those are almost silk screened onto there. Look how cute this turns out. All right, let's add some Mod Podge Sparkle. I'm just adding some Mod Podge Sparkle to the tops of the hats and all of the places where we have that fur trim. When this dries, it's just a nice, delicate dusting of glitter. I'm gonna add some yellow gems and some of my little clay slices. You guys know I love my clay slices. I've got some little fake peppermint clays, so I'm gonna just polka dot those around just to add some cuteness. I love how this turns out, loaded up with all of your favorite Grinch and hot cocoa items. All right, let's make some Grinch earrings. I've got some wood teardrop shaped blanks and some Grinch stickers that I actually bought on clearance. So you're gonna need matching. Well, you don't really need matching, but if you wanna make a matching pair, you're gonna need either 2 sets of stickers or 2 of the same sticker. I'm base coating my wood pieces with just a bunch of different shades of green that I had on hand. These would be great for bulk gifts, or if you're making for a little school bazaar or something like that. Go ahead and paint them. You can paint both sides, you can paint one side. I'm gonna do 2 coats here, just so I have a nice, beautiful, rich color. No streaks. And I'm just gonna tap some paint along that edge. Again, you could do a gold pin here if you wanted to. You don't have to paint there. For this, let's do some Mod Podge gloss so we have some shiny earrings. Gonna go ahead and place down the sticker. I like to use a tweezer just for my placement. It makes it easier to see and get that centered. Now press down really well with your fingers. We are gonna seal this down with Mod Podge, so they'll be good and durable. You can just add all the stickers that you want. I did just pick up some Hello Kitty stickers, so I think for spring I'm gonna be doing the same idea but with Hello Kitty. All right, let's get these stickers all down. Look how cute these Grinch stickers are. These I picked up at Hobby Lobby, but they were on clearance. So just look around for more Grinch stickers. All right, now we're gonna seal with our Mod Podge gloss. I'm just doing a nice coat over that, making sure that sticker is really sealed down on all the edges. And this will make it very durable. And I'm just smoothing my brush strokes so that they're all going in one direction. And that just gives it a nice finished look. Okay, some more of my Mod Podge glitter. I'm using a lot of Mod Podge glitter in this video today. All right, let's go ahead and fill in our pieces, our little white fluffy pieces on Grinch with some of the sparkle Mod Podge. And again, when it dries, it's gonna be very cute and give it a little light dusting of glitter. Got some more slices, some stars, some gems. Again, you can decorate these however you want by adding little embellishments to the top. That there is a grease pencil. Everyone's always asking me, what tool is that? And those are my Mod Podge paint brushes. That one I think has seen better days, but I've been using that same one for probably 5 years. That's how durable and good they are. Let's add some more of those peppermint slices. And now we're ready to turn them into earrings. I've got 2 jump rings there and my ear hook. And we're gonna open up that larger jump ring, side to side motion, don't pull it apart, and put it through the hole. And then we're going to close that up. Again, side to side motion, not pulling or pushing. Gonna clamp that down. And then we're going to attach an ear wire that has a jump ring on the end. Sorry guys, that's a little bit hard to see. So we've got an ear wire, we've got a small jump ring on the ear wire, and then we've got a larger jump ring on our earring base. Go ahead and seal that little one up. And I like to do the two like that. That way the earring will fall in the right direction when you're wearing it. All right, let's take a look at some photo transfer now. Mod Podge photo transfer is so fun to do. You're gonna use toner, laser copies, not inkjet. And this is the specific photo transfer formula. If you have words in your image, you're going to want to print that in reverse. I do this at Staples on the color copy machine. You want to just do a basic color copy, but not inkjet. You want to do this on either a laser printer at home or a toner copy machine at like a Staples or a Kinko's. So I'm cutting out my image, and I like to use wax paper for this technique because it's very easy to lift your image off of. So let's coat the whole top of the image there with the Mod Podge photo transfer. Now my first pass, I'm just making sure that I get all of the photo transfer down and the entire image is covered and you can't see any of it peeking through. Then I go in with a second pass and really smooth out those brush strokes. And you can see here how easily this is going to lift up off of the wax paper, and you only want to touch it with very minimal edges. And go ahead and put that face down onto your bag. So that's the product in the image is going face down onto a canvas zipper bag. This is hand washable once it's dried and cured. And I'm making sure those edges are really sealed down. It's going to dry flat for 24 hours. Once it's dry, you're going to be ready to remove the paper by sponging it off. This is water, and I'm just doing a damp sponge. You don't want to oversaturate this. First, you're just going to press onto your paper and just try to get it wet. So the step that I'm showing you here, you're going to repeat this process several times. For this bag, it took 3 times of me removing the paper. So go ahead, tap with your sponge, and you can start to see the image coming through there. And now once it's kind of wet like that, we're gonna go ahead and start to remove the paper by gently rubbing. Please just be gentle. You don't want to rub your image away. And you can start to see the paper coming off. We're gonna do this, like I said, about 3 times with a dry time of 20 minutes in between. And that's important because it's going to look like your image is completely off, and then it's gonna dry and the paper will reappear. You can use your fingers or the sponge to gently roll the paper away. Again, this is going to take about 3 times of doing this process, so just go gentle and go slow. You can see the image starting to come through, and at this point it looks like you're finished, but you're going to set this aside and let it dry for about 20 minutes. And once it's dry, it's going to have a papery film over it again. So now we're just going to repeat that process by sponging it again. You can see the paper there. We're going to sponge it again, and we're going to gently do that rubbing in a circular motion technique until all the paper is gone. So like I said, for this one, it took me 3 times of drying it and then removing the paper again for this image to completely be clear of all paper. I love all of these family photos of us with the Grinch. So cute. This is at Universal Studios Hollywood. And we're going to do that one last time. And I know this part is a little bit boring, so if you want to scoot ahead in this video, you can. But I really wanted to show you guys that it takes those 3 times until the image is very clear and clean of all paper. One people's frustration is that they feel like they're never getting it off. So make sure you do that about 3 times. Look how cute when it's finished. Next, I'm doing napkin decoupage on one of those wood ornament blanks with that same Grinch napkin. Look how cute this turns out. Now you can do this on any kind of wood ornament blank. I'm using Mod Podge matte and again, some of that home decor chalk. You can do any kind of napkin that you want. I just want to show you some of these different character napkins. Now for this design here, I'm actually demoing it with the Snoopy napkin, but I think you'll get the idea because it's the same concept. So you're going to use your chalk paint and paint your ornament blank. And these are at Dollar Tree, they're at the craft stores. Again, separating the plies of the napkin. And we're going to go ahead and cut out our design. You could do the feather technique here like I showed you earlier, or you could do an all over one. Now for this one, I'm going to give it a little mist of water. So we're going to go ahead and add our Mod Podge down. And I'm doing matte here because I didn't want these ornaments to be super shiny. We're going to mist the napkin. That's just going to help with wrinkles. Go ahead and place that napkin down onto the ornament. Again, this is the Snoopy napkin, but you can see that I made these in so many different characters. Of course, including our Grinch. So I'm going to go ahead and smooth with my fingers and the brush to really get that sealed down. Now you're going to set that aside and let that dry for a few, and then you'll be ready to clean up your edges. For the edges, you can go ahead and sort of pull it off of the side if any of the Mod Podge seep down. Some people like to do a nail file here or a little sanding block, or you can trim away the edges with some sharp scissors. Once it's all trimmed away, you're going to be ready to seal it. You can seal it with the gloss formula or the matte formula, depending upon if you want it to be shiny or not shiny. Now, of course, you can add all sorts of embellishments. I've got some rhinestones. I've got clay slices I'm going to be doing. You could add some of that sparkle or extreme glitter Mod Podge if you wanted to. Here, I'm just highlighting the design, and you'll see on the Grinch ornament, I did a whole bunch of those little clay slices again. If you wanted to add some glitter, you could easily add glitter also. Once this is all dry, you can paint the Mod Podge onto the top of that glitter, or excuse me, on the top of that ornament, and then just shake some glitter on top. You just want to make sure that all of your Mod Podge is dry from the graphic portion of the ornament, or else you would get a pool of glitter there. So I do have some glitter there, you can see, but because that's dry, it easily just brushes away with a dry brush. Now I'm touching up my edges. You could do a gold paint pen here, or you could do a little paint, however you want to finish it off. Go ahead and re-poke your hole and add a little hanger, and look how adorable these turn out. You could do so many different designs, and there's our Grinch. Such a cute look. These are just inexpensive. I think they're all about 20 cents for those wood pieces. And here's the Grinch getting finished off. Thanks so much for joining me for these 5 Grinch DIYs. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Drop a comment if you have any questions.